Yo, what's up? What's up? Listen, y'all. I just did a video that you're about to see right now. It's 15 minutes long. What had happened was I was recording, but after I got done recording, I watched the video back, and the audio is not matching my mouth. So it looked like an old time karate movie. The whole 15 minutes long. The audio and I'm gonna put the video and the audio to match up with the video to match up with the audio, but that's how it's gonna look. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's 15 minutes long. I'm not doing it again, so I really hope that y'all enjoy because I'm gonna post it anyway. Hitting the ground, running.
Audio files, make it hit again.
Yeah, look at me now. Yo, what's up, what's up, Dawn, and welcome back to another reaction, y'all. So I found this video. Hold on, man. Let me turn off my damn do not disturb, because I know y'all heard that. But you probably didn't. But let me go ahead and get rid of that for now. Okay, don't disturb me when I'm doing my video, god damn it. I found this video. It says killer grandma celebrates after killing her son. So I'm like, damn, not only she killed her son, she's celebrating. And it seemed like she's in, like, you know, the interrogation rooms like that you see on First 48, and she's doing this, like she's praising God that her son is dead. But it's an 8-minute video. But I was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and Google this first. So after I Googled it, it says grandma accused of killing her son-in-law, celebrating during testimony. So she didn't kill her actual son. It's a son-in-law. So it says Vista, California. A Fallbrook woman accused of killing her son-in-law told detectives she planned his murder 2 weeks before it happened. Prosecutor told jurors Thursday that Cynthia Kibaka, I don't know how to pronounce that. I know I'm butchering it, but it's okay. That's a weird last name, by the way. Cynthia Kibaka shot and killed Jawad. I can't pronounce these names. She killed the son-in-law the morning of February 11, 2014. Then they played a video of her admitting it. This happened 2014? Kabaka told detectives that she bought a gun and that she and her son-in-law were arguing morning of the fatal shooting. Okay. I got dressed and he said you can't go like that. He told me you look ghetto, said Kabaka during the video testimony. She said she was upset because Stachio told her she couldn't go to her granddaughter's spelling bee. Kabaka told investigators that argument was her breaking point. She shot him 10 times when he went inside the house and locked the door, said Kabaka. That's when she said she shot through the door, entering the home, fired the final rounds, and she stood over him. God! Do you shoot? Okay, you know what? Let's go ahead and watch this video. This is crazy, y'all. Dang! Oh, because he told her to change? She didn't like what she was wearing? Oh, man. Commercial break. We'll be right back after these messages.
Is he alive? He's not? Oh, good. Oh, thank you.
This is 63-year-old Cynthia Sidabaka, a once beloved grandmother and wife who chillingly was hiding a dark secret. When Cynthia suffered a stroke, her daughter Laura agreed to let her stay in their guest house while she recovered, allowing her to live in comfort near her family. But comfort is far from what Cynthia experienced, as inside the lavish, expensive house in California lived a troubled and unhappy family.
My brother would tell me that she didn't approve of the way he disciplined the kids. On the other hand, my brother didn't approve the way she would discipline his kids.
While outwardly being known as an agreeable and friendly guy, Laura's husband Jawad was secretly a harsh and aggressive father. In what he simply called tough love, he would verbally and physically abuse his family, as well as break his children's toys when they misbehaved.
Oh my
My
God.
aunt Cindy would be on the back patio smoking because she wasn't allowed to smoke in the house. And he would be out there watering and he would see, oh, where I see smoke, I see fire. Gotta put out the fire. And he would hose my aunt down with the hose. He did it to my cousin too.
Damn.
to Laura, his wife.
At one point in a bout of rage, he even threw out Cynthia's late husband's ashes. But despite all this, the family put up with Jaward's actions until one day, everything took a horrifying turn for the worst. Cynthia had purchased a revolver from a local munitions store. All she needed now was the trigger, and it wouldn't take long for one to appear. On her 62nd birthday, before heading out to her granddaughter's spelling bee, Jaward said something that filled her with rage.
You can't go like that because it looks like you're ghetto in this.
Just a few minutes later, 5 gunshots would be heard echoing across the neighborhood. Then 5 more, and 5 more again. Jaward's body was found later sprawled across the kitchen floor, covered from head to toe in 12 bullet holes. Meanwhile, Cynthia had traveled to a nearby Denny's to order breakfast, and then went to casually celebrate her birthday at a casino, completely unfazed by the horrific acts that she'd just committed. But due to her jaded past with Jaward, it wouldn't take long for police to land on Cynthia as a leading suspect, and they picked her up at a coffee shop just hours after the murder. But who would suspect a sweet old grandma had just killed her own daughter's husband? Cynthia knew that in custody, all she'd have to do was spin a couple lies, put on an act, and by all accounts, she'd be set free.
Well, unfortunately, Laura's husband has passed away.
Huh?
We're going to ask you some questions. We're going to ask you some questions because we're trying to figure out what happened to them, okay?
All right.
Likely realizing that she wasn't going to be winning any awards, it wouldn't be long before she dropped the act and her tears turned to disdain.
What did you think of him? Okay, and why do you say that?
That's the big thumbs down. You didn't like him.
Eventually, Cynthia remembered how to speak and told detectives about the abuse that her family had endured because of Jaward, recounting the times that he would spray his family with water, verbally attack his kids, and even choke his wife. So while detectives were now aware that Cynthia wasn't the biggest fan of Jaward, they didn't expect what would happen next.
Did anybody try to stop him?
Can't stop him.
It sounds like somebody had to stop him, or
I did. I was guilty.
okay. Somebody had to stop him.
I did.
Okay, it's okay.
Is he dead?
You tell me.
Gotta be dead.
He's dead.
I hope so.
Cynthia's near instant admission of guilt was followed almost immediately by a chilling
Grandma got the
recount of the
busting, boy.
gruesome
Bust like
events.
15
You got
shots.
your gun from your purse, and then what happened?
Went and shot him. Wasn't enough.
After she fired all 5 shots out of that revolver, she chose to go all the way to her car and reload 5 more rounds.
About to-
into her
yeah,
gun.
yeah.
She walked back
This is
into
only
the
what?
backyard and
The
found the
revolver's what?
victim
5 to 6
bleeding
shots?
and crawling, trying to get away. And at that time, she pumped 5 more shots into his body. She still wasn't done. She still chose to go to her car and load 5 more rounds. She
And you know
pulled
it
out
took her
that
a minute because she
revolver
can't
and
run or
fired
nothing, or
5
like
more
move
shots
fast. She walked with a
until
cane,
the
so
victim
she.
was finally dead.
It was also later revealed that just a few
Took her
weeks
time.
before the event, Cynthia had traveled to a local gun
Reloaded,
range to take shooting
came back.
lessons with the same gun she purchased to kill Jaward. Another obvious sign that the murder was planned and premeditated. But premeditated murders are usually done in a state of pure rage,
Yeah.
where the killer is adamant that their victim must be dead by the end. Very rarely are they done with this level of nonchalance.
Did you check to see if he was dead?
I didn't care.
And it seemed as though she truly didn't care, as of course, after the murder, she went out to enjoy her birthday with breakfast, gambling, and coffee. Cynthia also showed no remorse whatsoever when she asked if she even felt bad for what she did.
You don't feel bad about it?
No.
Would you do it again?
Yes. He did.
At least she's honest.
Oh, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh boy, oh boy.
After less than 10 minutes of interrogation
Yo!
from Cynthia's denial through to her complete
Yo!
admission and celebration of Jaward's murder, detectives decided it was time to
son.
conclude the investigation.
Yo!
Cynthia's family was let in to say their final goodbyes, and it was here that they truly realized they were living in a nightmare that nobody could ever hope to experience.
I wanted to.
Through Laura's shrill and uncontrollable agony, Cynthia sits there, nothing but pleased with what she's done. A cold-blooded, unremorseful killer granny. And while her granddaughter was asked to come say goodbye for the final time, Cynthia was shown the true scale of the havoc she'd wreaked on this family as she refused to even enter the room.
Oh, honey. Good kiss me.
No, you killed my dad.
This notion of Cynthia being this cold-blooded killer granny was enforced further by the reply she gave when the detective advised her to pray to
That's
a
messed
higher
up,
power
bro.
that she would be treated well through the justice system.
Whoever you pray to, you make sure that
I don't
you
pray to anybody.
call us a higher power.
Prayed today.
Okay.
First time ever prayed.
What'd you pray for?
Hope he died.
Oh boy.
3 years after the shooting of Jawad Eustaquio, the trial of Cynthia Sitabaca began. While it was admittedly obvious that Cynthia had indeed killed Jawad, the main questions the trial aimed
How
to
is she?
explore were, was the murder premeditated, and was it justifiable? The case against premeditation was fairly easy to debunk. Remember, Cynthia had bought the gun used in the murder just a few weeks before, and she'd even visited a shooting range to hone her skills to make sure the kill was carried out swiftly. It also didn't help that in this interrogation, Cynthia had said this.
13 years I wanted to go get him. I'm devastated.
But the idea of the homicide being justifiable was slightly harder to argue with. Cynthia had claimed that Jawad was an abuser, both verbally and physically.
Yeah.
In fact, the defense even had Jawad's wife Laura on their side. She attempted to argue that he indeed was abusive, and that it could be excused that in an act of passion or rage, Cynthia had discharged the weapon to protect her family from this man that was supposedly destroying it from the inside out. But of course, the extraordinary interrogation tape was once again cited to dismantle the case. And a few weeks later, a decision was made.
And fix the degree thereof as murder in the first degree.
This is a tragedy.
I wonder how much time they gonna give
I
her.
love my mom. I love Jawad. There's no win here. Not for anyone. It's just complete sadness.
Cynthia Sitabaca was sentenced to 50 years in prison. At 65 years old, that meant she'd be living the rest of her life behind bars and forced to live with the weight of her actions resting on her shoulders until the day she dies.
Bro, I don't even think she's gonna make it to 15 years. I mean, I'm not wishing death on nobody, but listen, man. From according to this, the guy was a bastard. Obviously, he was a mean guy. He said mean things and did some mean things to his children and his wife. He broke his kids' toys as discipline and sprayed them with water hose and choking his wife. But that doesn't mean that he deserved to die. He didn't deserve to get shot fucking 10 to 15 times. You know what I'm saying? No matter what he said. You know what I'm saying? But man, she wasn't playing, bruh. That was the last straw. She said you can't wear that to the spelling bee because you look ghetto. Oh, really? She done got the strap, y'all. She done got the strap. She had been bought that strap too. She was waiting for the day. He said that he had one last time to say something to her. 65 years old. Man, that's sad. That's sad, bro. Listen, man, you gotta listen. Y'all be careful how y'all treat people, man. Always treat people with kindness. Treat people how they treat you. That's the golden rule. Treat people how they treat you. I'm me as a person. I'm always nice by default. That's just me. That's just how I am. I'm saying I wasn't raised that way to treat people. Maybe was I raised? That's just me by nature. I mean, I've always been told to treat people nice, but I can't just not treat people nice. Like, that's just me, how I am. So always treat people with respect. Always be kind to people. Be nice. You know what I'm saying? If you ain't got nothing nice to say, don't say nothing at all. Everybody know that saying already. So yeah, man. Rest in peace to that guy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think he deserved to die. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he deserved to get his ass kicked for choking his wife and doing his kids like that, but you ain't hear what that little kid say that the grandmother wanted to hug him. Was like, no, you killed my dad. Like, you know what I'm saying? That's still love. They still loved him. That was their father, And I don't think, maybe he wasn't like that all the time. Maybe he had his ways. You know what I'm saying? Maybe some days he had his bad days, but maybe overall he was a good father because the wife was crying and everything, she lost her husband and her mother. So it's like, yeah, it's sad all around, man. So treat people with kindness, y'all, okay? And who cares what an old woman wears? It's an old grandmother going to see her daughter to a spelling bee. I mean, what could she possibly be wearing that looked so ghetto? Maybe he just wanted to be an asshole to her. Nobody gives a damn what she was wearing, but what she looked ghetto. Anyway, put your comments down below and tell me what you think about this situation. This is messed up, man. So yeah, 50 years. So she ain't gonna make it the whole 50 years.